Hi guys, Jay Smith here, welcome to AskGolfNut channel and welcome to the best of 2024 for the game improvement and the super game improvement irons. What irons are the best for you when we look at the forgiveness, when we look at the face speed, when we're looking at launch angles, etc. And I have the forgiveness broken down into the different areas of toe, heel and low. So depending on what type of golfer you are, where you hit your shots from a miss point of view, you'll be able to see which ones are the most forgiving. So we have in no particular order 14 different golf clubs on the list to show you. It's Mizuno 925 Hot Metal, the 925 Hot Metal Pro, Callaway AI 300, Cobra Dark Speed irons, Cobra Forge Tech X, Strixon ZX4 Mark II, sub 7699, direct-to-consumer manufacturer, Mizuno 925 Hot Metal High Launch, Callaway AI Smoke, TaylorMade QI, Vice VGIO2, Cleveland Zipcore XL irons, Ping G430 and Ping G730. So 14 different irons on there. Which one is more forgiving from the toe? So when you rank them out of the toe, which one is the best? And it turns out, actually, we have the Strixon ZX4 Mark II, the Ping G730 and the Mizuno 925 Hot Metal Pro are tied for first place on 0.11% loss. What does that 0.11% loss mean? This is the drop off you get per millimetre when you deviate towards the toe or heel or low. And so you can kind of get the idea how much drop off in efficiency, how much drop off in ball speed you get when you start moving away from the face. Second, as such, even though it's fourth on the list, is the Cleveland Zipcore XL on 0.14%, which is not bad whatsoever. And then also Callaway AI 300 on 0.15, Mizuno 925 Hot Metal 0.16, and the Hot Metal High Launch on 0.18. Remember guys, these are game improvement irons and also super game improvement irons. They're all together in the same group. And so they are designed to be more forgiving. That's the whole idea. And so I'm not surprised that there are quite a lot of green up there. Remember, green is good and red is bad. Who wins out of the heel? I would say, first of all, before we tell you that Strixon ZX4 Mark II is the winner on that one, that if you are a heel striker, I would strongly suggest that you not be a heel striker, because if you are predominantly on the heel as a general miss, and then on that day you have a slightly more of a heely day, on these irons, we do have things called hosels, and when you hit too much out the heel, you hit one of those, and no one likes hitting a hosel rocket. So if you can, move your strike towards the toe or low is a much safer place to be. But the winner, ZX4 Mark II, just by 0.01% over the 925 Hot Metal Pro, does exceptionally well. No different to the TaylorMade QI irons. I mean, you've got the QI, the Forge Tech X, and also the 925 Hot Metal on tied third. So all of them are joint on 0.17%. Right, let's go over to low. So if you are a low striker, now generally speaking, I am a low striker or a toe striker, the golf ball as a miss. I don't like missing out the heel at all, and so I gravitate towards there if I'm going to deviate away from zero. The Dark Speed and the 925 Hot Metal Pro are winning their joints in first place on 0.09%. That is an amazingly good amount to lose, or not lose, when you deviate low on the face. Game improvement irons and super game improvement irons, their center of gravity is lower, they are bigger, they have larger soles, tungsten in them and stuff like that, which pushes their center of gravity lower and lower, so they will be more helpful from low strikes. Mizuno 925 Hot Metal High Launch is in, well, it's third as such, but in tied second, or is in second, but yeah, because of the first two are tied first. And then the Vice VGIO2, such a tiny amount, minus 0.13, tied with the ZX4 Mark II. All of these, I would say, in the top 4 or 5, you will not go wrong whatsoever. But if you want to know the winners, it's the Dark Speed and the 925 Hot Metal Pro, and the Zipcore XL, and the 699 is also doing very well on there from low strikes. Not bad, it's only just in the yellow. Remember, green is good, red is bad, and yellow is pretty darn decent. So forgiveness, overall, which one wins from overall forgiveness? Out of the 42 different irons that we have on the master compare file that all my YouTube members can view when they want to compare one iron against the other, and they can use that whenever they want. It's basically, with all of those 42 on there, the average golf club is 0%. And so anything better than the average is in green percentages, in plus percentage, and anything worse than that is in the red and in minus percentages of how much is more forgiving than the other one. So the winner, the 925 Hot Metal Pro, on 44% more forgiving than the average golf club. definitely green, and it's winning by a relatively small margin over the ZX4 from Shrix and the Mark II of 41%. But there's a small jump then to the 95 Hot Metal High Launch, and then Zipcore XL on 18%, 2 at 17% on the Dark Speed and VGI-02, and then the Hot Metal Standard one from 925 from Mizuno, and that's on 14%. So still much better than the average golf club. They're all on the green to slightly greeny yellow, and so doing very, very well. Face speed, let's go see which one wins on face speed. Now, what does face speed mean? Face speed is basically this: loft for loft adjusted. So let's say everything's at 30 degrees. Which one has the most springy face? Which one generates the most ball speed? The AI faces are doing really very well. Those AI faces of the 300 and also the AI Smoke are exceptionally springy. That's what they're designed to do. They're supposed to be, AI has done it. The computer has generated a face that's supposed to be the most optimum for generating ball speed, and it does. It wins at 1.55. Shrix and ZX4 Mark II on 1.54, no different to 925 Hot Metal 1.54, and the TaylorMade QI again on 1.54. It's a very small difference. And then you've got the 925 Hot Metal Pro at 1.553 and Zipcore XL at 1.53 as well. So basically, face speed is important, especially go down in club head speed. The slower you swing, the more potential you need to keep that ball speed up. So going by the fastest face is a key to try and get the golf ball going on whatever launch angle you're going to put it on. Keep it going for as long as possible, get as much peak height as you can, much descent angle as you can, and much carry and stopping power the other end as you can. So face speed is very, very important. You do need to think about other areas as well, but we'll go into that one now. Face spin rate. So if you are a golfer of slow swing speed, no different to hyper fast swing speed, spin rates are important. So let's just go from a low swing speed point of view first of all. If you are a low to medium swing speed, you need a certain amount of spin. Why is that? Is because if you see my reviews that I do for any of these golf clubs that have done the 70, 80 and 90 mile an hour tests, I keep delivery exactly the same, face to path and all that lot exactly the same, and I just change speed. When you change speed, you change the amount of spin that you generate just from speed. Which one spins the golf ball the best? And it is the TaylorMade QI iron. Now these are all going to be generally either slightly green or very much so in the yellow. Game improvement irons and super game improvement irons aren't known to generate lots of spin. Why is that? It's because the center of gravity is very, very low, and because of that you do get a certain amount of vertical gearing. Maybe good for launch potentially, but it's not generally good for spin, and so there will be a pattern generally. If you've got a green one in one, you'll have possibly a red in the other. But if you need the spin, the TaylorMade QI iron is the winner. Conversely, if you go the other side, if you're hyper fast and you generate 95, 97, 100 mile an hour swing speed with a 7-iron, the last thing you need is a golf club with lots and lots of spin on it, because it will just make the golf ball balloon up in the air and it will be a non-functional flight. So you may be looking towards a golf club which doesn't generate as much spin. I've had to grade them in red and to green, and I've done it more so the green is the most, because there are more slower to medium size swing speed golfers than there are necessarily the hyper fast. Launch factor. So which of these golf clubs has the potential to launch the golf ball the best, loft for loft adjusted? So whatever dynamic loft you deliver, because everyone's different, how much does that golf club in question launch the golf ball? How much does it transfer that dynamic loft to launch angle? Callaway AI 300 is doing exceptionally well. On 78% of the dynamic loft that it delivers or is delivered, it develops into launch, which is great if you're a low swing speed golfer. You need the golf ball getting up in the air as quick as it possibly can do. As you can see there, it's got also one of the fastest face speeds as well, which is really good for a slow swinging golfer. Spin rates are okay, they're not bad whatsoever. They are starting to go into the more of the orange, but they are by no means bad. And so if you are a slow swinging golfer, absolutely, the AI 300 is one to put on your list to test. It's going to give you the most speed, it's going to give you the most launch angle, the spin rate is decent as well. It has got potential to be the longest iron for a slow swing speed golfer out there. However, you can see by the forgiveness level, it isn't the most forgiving golf club in the world, and so if you are missing the middle, I wouldn't necessarily suggest to get it. However, if you hit the middle fairly well and you're looking for pure dynamics of what the golf club can do, the AI 300 just wins. It does very, very well. Closely after that one is the Forge Tech X. It's the biggest one of Cobra's range of the Forge series. The Forge Tech X is now a few years old. It is ready for an update, and I think when it comes to the update we'll see a marked improvement in forgiveness, etc. But from that point of view, again, if you hit the middle, the Forge Tech X does very, very well. And of course Zipcord, the Dark Speed after that, all very, very close together, no different to the ZX4 Mark II, 925 hot metal high launch, and also the G730 not far behind. If you rank them overall, which is the best and which is the worst of all of them? And it's the Srixon ZX4 Mark II, just over the 925 Hot Metal Pro and Hot Metal High Launch. Again, it was very, very close in. I mean, the way we've got this done is the fact that the forgiveness does take more of a weighting than everything else. The forgiveness, guys, from your point of view, if you do not use the toe, low or heel, and you hit the middle, then I would use face speed, the face spin rate and launch factor to be more so the things that you are looking for. The forgiveness, generally speaking, for most golfers on the planet is always going to take precedence over everything else. That's why it's weighted a bit higher than the other three. But again, if you don't need the forgiveness, weight them as you see fit. But from that point of view, yes, we have that. We've got the top 7 is ZX4 Mark II, 925 Hot Metal Pro, 925 Hot Metal High Launch, Zipcore XL, Dark Speed, the VGI 02, and the 925 Hot Metal. All are doing very, very well. So that is the listing. I have got all of these on my Discord server. If you are a YouTube member, you get access to the master compare file where you can physically match up and compare the heat maps for each of the 42 irons that so far I've tested. I've still got the PXG to test. I'm waiting for my media samples to come through from there. So depending on how they do, etc., and if you want to see an update video for that, I'll be doing all the individual PXG irons reviews anyway on my channel, and they'll also be on that master compare file for you to see. Hope you loved the video. If you did, go on, hit the like button, give it a thumbs up. YouTube likes, so do I. Down there is a subscribe button. It's free. It is brilliant for the channel if you could subscribe, so thank you. Next, that one is a bell icon. That's a notification bell. If you click that one, that will let you know next time I upload another video. The Player's Cavity is coming soon, so I hope you're well. We'll see you again soon.